What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? It's another amazing day. Arizona hot like fuck. This shit, as much as it's amazing,
Hey,
is really hot and that's what we got in the bucket hat today, man. We've been outside, so we got in the bucket hat. This is a black brand new plug. Shout out to them. They don't sponsor this video, so I might not put the information in the description. But hey, go look them up on Instagram. Support
hey,
black businesses, man. How the man them feeling?
everything blessed, man. It's a good day. It's a
Yes.
good day.
No complaints, no complaints. Your boy feel good.
Man,
Beautiful
I had
day
a
or
good
was
week.
so. The
Yeah.
week, yeah, man. I can't complain at all.
Oh
I
yeah, the
I
man celebrate he art strong.
oh, it was my
Yeah.
birthday. It was my birthday. May 31st. It was also my son' graduation. We'll talk about that a little later. My gosh. And then
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
this week I also had an interview for a promotion and it went really well.
That's
So
Wow.
dope. That's dope.
That's
I
like a pod exclusive. The man himself tell
yeah,
me that
man.
shit offline. Like, what the fuck that shit?
I just remember when you say how the week was. I was like, yeah,
Hey,
man. It
he's
was a
saving the
it was a
gems, man.
great week, and it was a 4 day work week. First coming back into work, so no complaints, man.
That's good. That's good.
Makes sense, makes sense. All right. All right. Before we get into this, I want to put a little disclaimer for the people because we getting some more viewers now. Shout out to all the new supporters. But I want to make sure y'all realize everything you hear on this pod is our personal opinions. Some of it will be latent in fact sometimes, and we would state where we get our facts from. It might be some statistics, but generally, this is our opinions, this is our thoughts, this is our personal experiences. Do not try to sit on here and crucify us for our opinion, please. We're not saying that you have to live this way or you have to do these things. This is how we decide to live our experience and how we decide to talk about our stories. All right, people? And we'll be more than willing to have you here with us telling your story as well.
True.
But
True.
with
True.
that, Tafari, you know what to fucking do, man.
Yo, blaggers out now. This is your boy Farai. Welcome to Come True. Thank you for coming through. Expect to have a good time, man.
Welcome
Perfect. Perfect.
back. I don't know who it is. Well, if you don't know who it is, you might not. You might not. But it's your boy, the luxurious. For those who just listen, you can't see, but you could just hear it in my voice. This is your boy, Deshaun Webb, man. And we are accompanied by the voice of reason, the community man when he feel like it.
You're wilding, you're wilding.
Man,
Nah, man, we are accompanied by the loyal Mr. Bryan Peterson, aka Peter Griffin, man.
Yeah. Peter Griffin coming for the rest of pardon.
Hey, I
wow.
guess I can't need see.
Don't open up that door
Ooh.
on me, fellas. I really hope it.
It's gonna
Don't do it.
casually slide across the screen real smooth.
All right. I gonna let you slide this
Hey,
once. No Diddy.
say less. With
Mhm.
that, I seen on Facebook lately. It's been a going thing for a while now. We had a lot going on, so we didn't speak on it yet. But there's been a topic going around about this, and really, it's always the women, man. I'm sorry, but women, y'all be striking up a lot of conversations sometimes. Some interesting ones though, but it made it to the pod, so obviously it's worthwhile. But they've been talking about giving men the wifey treatment before they are wives, and they kind of spark up a whole conversation about men acting like husbands before being married, women acting as wives before being married. And I say, you know what, let me bring it to the pod and see what you guys think, man. See what the guys thinks in terms of what kind of duties and what kind of things you should be doing as a boyfriend, girlfriend, and if anything should be reserved for after you are married. What are you feeling?
Man, I just see that topic or women specifically that saying they would never give that wifey treatment before they become the wife, but that never made any sense to me at all. Like how is that man supposed to know if you want to take it to the next level if you don't know what you are like at the next level. I'm not saying go out and get a mortgage and a house together and things like that, but just the simple things, just the nurturing, taking care of, the simple cooking, cleaning. Just not only women do that, but you want to especially if your goal is marriage. Now if you don't care about marriage and you ain't thinking about marriage and you're doing it for fun, we ain't talking to you. We talking about people that actually would love to be married, and even and with somebody that they could see themselves marrying. That's the biggest thing. What is even acting like a girlfriend? And I mean, I it's a hard concept for me to even understand, because that means what you
Facts.
are deliberately withholding some of your greatest attributes to show, just because what, a title, you holding back on the full picture just to give him half a pick. That don't make any sense, man. Best case scenario, the man don't think he's wife case wifey material, and then that completely defeats the objective here. That completely defeats the objective. So I don't agree with that idea, especially because I don't think that men change after marriage, or even think that they should hold back parts of them. I'm not gonna act like a husband because I'm a boyfriend. No, I mean, the man, he would do the typical man stuff. Men are more so. I say men are pretty traditional still in that sense, where they kind of hold those attributes to a high level. The provider, the protector, all of those different things. And I don't think that men hold that back just because they're a boyfriend.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. That don't make sense. I completely agree. Like for
Yeah.
me, it's like anything you want to do in life, I feel like you should do your best. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do your best. If you really like this person, you love this person, why not treat them great? You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
ain't ask you gotta go broke your back and co-sign for them on a car loan, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying you gotta do all that now, but we talking about when I at least when I've seen the conversation, we're talking about cooking, cleaning. First of all, let me tell you something, right? If me and you talking and we together and you talking about you ain't cooking like that, bro, you could get the fuck out of here, bro. Like I don't have no time to waste with that. And it goes back to what Farah is saying, like, what is going to be my motivation to marry you? So I supposed to just I'm going about this relationship and then in the back of my head I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I marry her, she gonna just turn on an
Should do
extra clip
something more.
and start doing a lot more things. Like, let me just take the chance and just go ahead and marry her, and hopefully she turns into a great wife. No, I'm supposed
You
to
know how
be seeing
stupid
these
that
things
sound.
displayed. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm supposed to be experiencing these things. Like, wow, man, I could not see myself without this woman for the rest of my life because the things she do for me and she thinks she bring for the table is so amazing. Let me go ahead and marry her. No, I selfish.
Rubbing
That's
my
how they
back
come down
after
to
a
it.
long day,
You know what I'm saying?
asking them woman to do that feel like that's wifey treatment. They gonna watch you stink and say, "I'm not your wife yet. Give me a ring, and then I'll
Watch.
do that." Come on, man. Your boy in pain, just work so hard. I just would like some affection that's greater than just sex. I want to get intimate and different levels. No, that's wifey treatment. Come on now. Come on.
In that area, I don't know, start off with trust is based on action and not on words.
Hmm.
So if you want me to go after strength at your word that I ain't doing this now, I gonna do it this later, you must think I is boo boo the fool. Because if what you showing me on a regular don't add up to what you saying, I gonna cut ties from all in. Saying you
Right.
holding back like Webb was saying, it doesn't make any sense. Like put forth your best at all times because you guys show me like, yeah, this is the one. Like ain't nobody ever do me like this. Cause you know how much people saying wait for later. You looking like everybody else. So even if it don't work out, you always gotta put your best foot forward. It's best to have amazing, bonding, passionate love. For 6 months, you give it your best. If the other person give it the best, and it may, flourish. But to say, only pull a toe in the pool, and I gonna show this man if I could swim later. That don't that don't go right. Like you said, also far, it's not just bit intimate, and it's like just tasks. Like if I could come home and depend on you, and you do something without I having to ask for it, like them is the ideal traits for a wife. And other people like, I ain't want to do this for he. Like it's something so simple. Like you can do it, but you're withholding because he ain't put a ring on your finger. But men with visual, if we see you not doing it, we're gonna be comfortable in the role you're in. We're not gonna elevate you because we don't know what that package you gonna come with. You may be worse.
Yeah.
You check?
For all we know, yeah,
So I want
Exactly.
it's almost
I
destined
want
for
to
failure. And I do feel like most women that talk like that and actually genuinely believe that usually single or end up single. And I don't
check this out.
I think the success rate is very horrible for that with that mentality. I don't know the
Check
stats on
this
that,
out.
but I'm pretty sure it's 0%. What's up?
What we checking?
Based on what you just said, so I want to read the post that triggered me asking this question and her perspective. Shout out to Nikki Manin. Hopefully I said your name right. When she had posted about it on Facebook, I want to read this because this is from a perspective. Like I said, this is opinions and people's personal
Mm-hmm.
beliefs. So
Mm-hmm.
she was like, I see everyone talking about women feeling like they should act like a wife before being a wife. Well, that's weird because if I'm dating a man, he definitely has to show me husband material before I say yes to him to be my husband. Before I even continue, that's big facts as well. Just because we're talking about the women's side is mostly because usually see this conversation from women. Men, I feel like you should be doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You should be showing up, providing, and
Definitely.
doing what you need to do as well. But I will
Definitely.
continue. He says, some things just come natural. Cooking and cleaning is something I enjoy doing as a woman and a mother. I think these conversations come about because women tend to give themselves to men that aren't providers nor a protector. You get
Mm.
with a man that doesn't take you out, that's not caring, loving, attentive, respectful, loyal, generous,
Mm.
honest, dependable, trustworthy, supportive, accountable. Hey, me like she has spit in me, sir.
She listen them thing.
Then you make this conclusion that no man deserves to experience you in the space of you showing him you're a submissive woman slash wife material. First things first, you as a woman need to do the work within to attract the right man. A healed, confident, headstrong woman can sense bullshit, then say no, you're not for me, and move on. It doesn't take years to figure that out. Just like it doesn't take years for a man to know if you're the one. Love yourself and stop giving yourself to men who has yet to show you anything. Stop giving your body up as soon as someone tell you you're beautiful or when you think he has money. Running into nothing but bad men is a you problem, not an all these men ain't shit problem. And then I don't have the rest of it, so we're gonna just end it there. That's
Wow.
how Mike drop, son.
Boom.
God damn, that is definitely a mic drop. Oh my
That's how
gosh.
Mike
Probably
drop.
public enemy number one for the woman them that believe that now.
Hey,
Golly.
what that man is say, that man gonna start telling she's pick me and all these things.
Yep.
But
Yep. They
ladies
always
and
do that when they're
gentlemen,
making sense, you know.
it's
I bet
facts.
that woman is a
That
wife.
is big, 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 big,
It's
big
facts.
I
friggin'
just
facts,
know it.
dude.
And
Oh
don't get me
my
wrong.
gosh.
Don't get me wrong. You're not my favorite guy, so I'll give some leeway to some of the women. It's not like man not out here putting on personas and doing all these things. But y'all mother, hey, y'all to be talking about all this intuition, this and into where part of the intuition is. How come the intuition only working when it too late and you don't trap?
In those cases,
Boom.
I feel like it's false hope, picking man that trying be a project man, trying to
Exactly. It's the
elevate
fix
him
them
and
mentality.
fix him. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna
A
build
lot of
him.
people do have that fix it, build him up mentality to create the man you want and the idea of that man that you have in your head when really and truly the sign's been right in front of your face. Most man don't do no good job at being who they're not. Their colors show and it bleeds out
from the
From
beginning.
time and time again, right from the beginning. Even if
Absolutely.
if he is good, it's going you're gonna catch a glimpse of it once you're doing things that's actually meaningful and yeah, that and genuine. The fake will show, the truth will be revealed. So it's either your eyes completely closed and you focusing on something that don't exist,
False
or
hope.
you just on a different level of naive, man. I don't know.
Facts. And
Either
I feel
that or
like
he's the best actor in the world.
you ain't here. And I feel like some of it is I don't know how to say it, how to verbalize the idea that I have, but it's kind of like they're afraid to fail in a sense. Like they feel like, you know what, because I do all these things and it don't work out, it's like, oh my God, I could never do this again. No, be confident in the fact that you put your best foot forward and you was loving, because even when the relationships don't work out on things, there's still things in the relationship that got you to that point and that you loved about this person. So just
Right.
because it didn't work out don't mean okay, now I can't do this for the next person because you're tired of going through this. No, just be yourself. Like Shorty said, it should come natural to do these kind of things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And you know,
Like
I feel
because
like that mentality definitely came from somewhere. Either they did show that side of them maybe to a bum or somebody that just really wasn't for them, and they was just drastically hurt and like made an internal vow to never do it, or somewhere in the life they was probably raised by a person that experienced something similar and taught these ideologies to not show them until they bring their best foot forward first and actually make that next step. So I do
but
think it
then
comes from a place of pain. I don't think that it makes sense, but I do think that emotions is a very interesting thing, and I do think that it affects our female counterparts a little more than us when it comes to things like that.
going back to what Webb mentioned though, in the terms of you did all these things for someone once and then now you feel like you can't do them again, can't you now assume that you were putting on a show? Like that wasn't who you truly were?
mm,
Because if I'm genuine, caring, nurturing, yes, you would, like you said also, Farah, if it comes from a place like this person hurt you, you would take a step back and I would hope heal from that hurt so then
Right
you could
before moving
become
forward.
who you were once were. So
hmm
then when you do feel like trying again, it's not like I don't want to do these things because that's who you are. So you just do them naturally, like she said. So I guess that'll also, play a part in it. If this is truly your character, and then if a previous relationship dissolves, are you taking the time to step back, get back into your skin, heal from whatever trauma or anything else that you may have gone through, so then you could get back to who you were? Because if you don't take those steps and then you hop into something else, you're either not being who you once were, or you never really was that person to begin with. You only put on a show because you felt like that could be your way to the ring.
And
Which it
then even to further that, now you holding back these things. Now you do buck up on the man that is a good man. But
Exactly.
now he looking at it like, yo, what going on with Shorty? Like she ain't really showing me the kind of energy and vibe that I looking for. No, you don't lose out on an opportunity because you're trying to hold your
exactly.
natural inclination back. It's not making no sense, man.
It
It's
don't.
not it's not
It
making
don't.
no sense. I like that you said that, Brian. Like you got to really be genuine. If that's who you are, you're gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be that. Fellas, do not settle for no woman who ain't sure enough. I tell you right now, like, listen, I have friends who do cook and clean and do them kind of things. Like, so for a woman that I wait to come and tell me like, nah, I will look at you. I know comparison is a thief of joy, but I can look at you really, really crazy, like, what? And then knowing how I come in, don't get me wrong, I wasn't always the best dude ever, but knowing how I come in, nah, man. As a man, I shut out.
Right.
I tell people, I don't feel like I'd be tricking sometimes, my son. Ain't gonna cap for
And
you.
I ain't even just
That's the
cooking
wrong
and cleaning.
message.
It's a lot of little things, man.
Yeah,
That
that's
even
the,
if you bring
you
it
know,
up to these people, to these
they
these
gonna
women
suck
and
the
think
teeth.
like that, they're gonna actually give you attitude, and it would be an argument, and it's for some small stuff that they feel like it's wifey material, and just refuse to do
Yeah.
it. It is
When you think about it for real enough,
aggravating.
the things that men require, reasonable men, respectable men, men like you guys, the list is not that long.
Right.
you
That
know, it's
I
not no
see
lot
a
of
video.
checks.
I see a video the other day, dog. Like, well, not the other day. I keep saying the other day, but this man was just saying like, how many stuff does your man ask you to do on a weekly basis? And typically that list is extremely small. I mean, there's not much things that you have to ask for or should need to ask for. But on the other side of things, that list to be a whole damn script, essay, something. But but, but man really don't ask for that much. It's really just extremely small, usually little things. Usually the respectable man, like Bryan said, that list
And
is not
then
that long. We simple ass people.
I would go further. At least me personally, no. I don't ask for anything that I ain't willing to do neither.
Hmm.
I
Facts.
doing laundry. I could
I
cook.
Right.
I
washing,
don't know.
I
I
cooking,
don't know about
I
the rest of
cleaning.
these. I might not have
Yeah.
grew up in the Caribbean and I
Laundry,
grew up in
cooking, cleaning,
America.
everything.
We cleaning, we cooking, you know what I'm saying? We doing the same things that we asking for, you know what I'm saying? On top of providing, like I said, there's like like Brian said, some men that ain't on that level yet. But like even Shorty said, yeah, I gotta go out there and choose better man, man. I'm sorry. Like she
You
And
said,
can't
if,
when the
blame
if
when the
that's
nobody
the
man
but
is
man
for
y'all
you,
yourself.
choosing, if that's the man y'all choosing, I can understand why y'all moving the way y'all moving. But
Frustrated.
it ain't, that's your choice. I mean, it ain't like that's who flack it to you. That, I mean, you have something in you that's bringing that, and you just gotta step out of that plate and get somewhere else to bring something better. Because when you get something better, hopefully you do break out of them habits. Because, like Webb say, you gonna miss that opportunity.
facts. And ladies, if you disagree with what we saying here, you're more than welcome to jump in the comment section. If you listening on Spotify, Apple, you're more than willing to go jump on the YouTube or go jump on the Facebook page, drop your thoughts in the comments. Or even if you need to pull out your phone and record a little short video, I'm willing to argue this. I know the fellas willing to argue this as well, and maybe it might be a good argument to come back on the pod, you know what I'm saying? But real talk, man. I agree wholeheartedly, 100% with what Miss Nikki said. I'm standing behind that. I think the whole country is standing behind that. I think we're
Yeah,
standing behind
Yeah,
that.
we
definitely,
second it. Thought
one
it.
hundred
Which
percent.
Where's going to lead us right into the next thing I want to bring up. So this morning I was in what's the name of this group? I want to shout out this group as well for the men. The Black Men's Locker, dope Facebook group. Fellas jump into the group. They have some real powerful conversation, a good support system for black men in that group. But somebody posted this morning, brothers, I need someone to provide some clarity. What does a man actually gain from being married? It's an interesting topic. I feel like we had touched this a little bit before. We didn't really go too much into depth. But I'm gonna leave first, and then
I
I
guess
come. I come around. I come around.
being the married man, what I think that you gain, for one, simplest terms, you become one. You become a family. You become an immediate family. So, and then in the eyes of the law, in eyes of the government, in eyes of business, you are essentially one entity. So what that looks like is where the benefits come. Some of the benefits, say you have some health issues, say you get in a car accident and you want a life ventilator for some time, it's a little longer than expected. If that's your girlfriend, in cases where it's only immediate family could come see that man, you can't go up there. If it's in the case where somebody has to make a decision whether to keep you on, whether to look into doing a serious surgery or things like that, you have no say. That they'll go to the family because you are no family. You're just a person that he has sex with in the eyes of everybody else in the world. Um, so when it comes to health, when and if you have a job and you have health benefits, which you can go on his insurance at work or her insurance at work because you just somebody that he had sex with, um, and goes out with. If y'all was together and y'all was to build a empire together or whatever, and he was to die without a will, that's going to his family, which you are not. Um,
Wait. Hold up, hold up. I want to backtrack a little bit because my boy Farah get hard, you know.
I
My
just
boy get
saying.
hard,
I just
and
saying.
I realize my boy is like, well, ladies, don't let this nigga not tell you I ain't getting married, you know. But remember, we
Secure yourself.
yes, it's just some fear for right now. Like, why do everybody try and strike fear in these woman heart? But remember, far right too. Remember, far right too. We saying what the man have to get into, you know. Right now,
What
we're
Yeah,
what?
singing
you
a
ain't
lot
talk
like,
about no.
Well, no, well, with health, I
When you
mean,
talking
with
about what a woman
I was
loses,
talking about. No, I wasn't talking about what a woman. Well, in that case, I did.
yeah, you know, you were doing both, but I wanted
I
to
was
make sure
doing
we know
both,
the
but
meaning like you
right.
start going hard, Mister.
The
I said
main
what?
thing, the main thing is what does the man
man.
gain? The biggest thing
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that y'all become one, y'all become a single entity, y'all become a unit, and the only time it is scary, I guess, for men in what you lose is if we talk in divorce. But other than that, there's a lot of things being considered a family legally, being considered one unit that translates throughout your work, that translates through insurances, jobs, businesses, health. It, being that that person is now considered part of you, you could now always extend those benefits to them or always receive those benefits in return. Things like that.
Yep.
If you're a criminal and you tell your wife know your entire criminal life, she cannot disclose that in court. I mean, you could literally get away scot free if she's the only one that know your business. I mean,
Hey,
if
wait,
you're
hey, wait a
embezzling
sec.
money at work and she know that, she can't disclose that, and she would be the only witness in that case. You know, things like that. I mean, you got a lot of different benefits that both on the
Facts. I didn't
legal and
know.
illegal
Yeah.
side that you could get from being married.
Thank you for it. Thank you. That was very deep and in depth.
I would touch one, underrated one,
Go ahead. I hope it.
like a good sense of peace and mind and happiness. In this sense, right? The woman want to get married more times more than the man. So if you take too long, she gonna harass you. Like she ain't gonna come right out and harass you, but you gonna start to feel it a little bit. Once you marry her, she gonna be really excited, really happy. So just for peace of mind, you've been together some time. She's been showing all these
Been
wife
nagging.
qualities, like we've been
Yeah,
talk when we talked about earlier. She's been doing these things. Just go ahead and give her this peace of mind too. You do love her, you do want to spend the rest of your life with her. And like Tafari says, going to make it whole. There's a bunch of financial benefits and on both ends. I know we only
tax
think about it
benefits too.
from
Yeah.
like the tax benefit. We only think about it from like the man perspective sometimes. Like we are always the breadwinners and we are always the one that do this and always the one extending benefits. But and the woman and for example what you said about insurance, if she have some good insurance through her job or whatever, you could qualify for that. And I know you were talking about um if he is in the hospital or if he is in this and he in that, but the same vice versa. If she's in the
Right.
hospital, you know what I'm saying? If she is whatever the case may be, you want to have that say so and you want to be able to stand by your woman and be there in those cases. You're gonna need that kind of paperwork, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, a lot of it is just being scared about the divorce. Life is life and life will happen, man. If that much of a fear, have a discussion about it and address some of these things early and do whatever you need to do. I know we have talked about prenups and other things here. And as well, I don't think we get to talk about it too much in the part with Tariq, but one thing that I'm going to do whenever I go out there to get married, again, as a matter of fact, is premarital counseling. You know what I'm saying? I actually gonna look into that and I think I might take that. So do some premarital counseling if you need it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't need it, just to do it to be in the same accord, to just have that extra layer of protection, that extra layer of understanding. Go out
We were
there
actually
and pursue that.
required. We were required to do it actually by our the Reverend that married us.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of things for men to benefit from being married. Bryan, talk to us. What you thinking?
Gains, gains, gains. Well, the first one I'm gonna go with, what Farah mentioned is when a man get married, you gaining someone who loves you as much as you love yourself. So you would hope that they would have your best interests at heart when it comes to things such as like what Farah mentioned. When you can't speak for yourself, you're hospitalized or something happens to you. So that's one. Then, in the same sense, you gain another voice, someone who shares your ideas. So I expect, if you marry someone who truly knows you and truly understands you, even if you may have different opinions, in my absence, my wife could speak for me, and not if something is happening. Like if I'm just
That's a
out of
good
the
point.
room and you questioning something, my wife would tell you how I would respond because she knows me. You check, cause we're one. Even though she may not agree with my exact opinion, she could give it, and that's one of the biggest gains I think that's overlooked when you're truly a unit. Even with different opinions, I could speak for my wife because I know this is how my wife to think, and this is how she would go about it, as well as she knows how I think and how I would go about it. So when I'm here, there, or anywhere, she could speak in my absence. So that's a big thing for me as well. Um, Obviously, with the financial game, being married, it's a business agreement. There's a lot of things that you can gain tax wise, business wise, that could help you guys in the long run. That's another gain. And I think marriage too is like you locking in a lifelong friend, a partner forever. Like, like that's literally what it is. Like we locked in for life. Even when you have kids and the kids go and come, you know that if this love is actually true, that I don't have, my shorty forever, according to the law. So
Yeah.
Facts.
that's something. I
So
mean, those are the typical ones that come to mind when I think about the gain from a man's perspective. Yeah.
and then I'll double down with just with being a unit, uh, rather than what you want, still maintain your individuality, but you really do intertwine your life a lot more deeply than you would typically with a girlfriend or boyfriend. And then when y'all going with for the right reasons for marriage, the same goals and same aspirations for what y'all see as a family unit, you really could shift mountains with how y'all operate and the efficiency of achieving that goal. Um, yeah, yeah. So just that is not as powerful of a thing that we see now, but it is really that powerful being a unit. I feel like a lot of people go into marriage for the wrong reasons, like I said, and when you go in really with the idea that you're going to be in this for life and forever, regardless of hardships that will come, regardless of things that will happen, that once you go in it with this vow actually meaning something, that you're going to make it till the wheels fall off, hey, the stuff you have to accomplish is amazing. And just think of a situation where your girlfriend does get into some health problems, and let's say her family don't like you, and that she's not doing good in the hospital, and they don't allow you to come up, they don't want you to come up. They have the right to tell the doctors, if even if it's not an immediate family type situation, that no, you can't come up to see your girlfriend on her dying bed, the love of your life, somebody that you wanted to be with for the rest of your life, but you just happen to not believe in marriage. They could say that no, you can't come up. They could also say yes, pull the plug, and you have zero say. So obviously that's more on the extreme end of things, but that has happened in real life, and that has happened many times in real life in the world that we live in. So People still living crushed, probably living with regrets because if they had just do this or do that to put on a ring, maybe she would still be alive. Maybe I could have fight a little harder for her. And just
Yeah.
because that ring wasn't there, you couldn't. So that's definitely something to take into consideration as well. You become each
Before
other's voice, really.
before we shift gears, we had a little dope conversation. I just want to share something. I really enjoy weddings, guys, and I'm a good speaker. So if you're getting married soon and you needed somebody to come say a great speech about you, just give me some notes and I'll big you up. I only have one condition: make sure your wedding is open bar. I
Hmm.
don't do non-open bar weddings. I apologize. So long as you have an open bar wedding, if you want somebody from the country team to come speak at your wedding, reach out in the DM, and I'll be looking for it. Reach out in the DM. I'll pull up. I could dress. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know the team. Hey, I'll be a best man or not if you ain't got no friends.
Hey, I could become a whole business, my guy.
You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? But
Just
let me shift gears, man. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to all the graduates this year. I've been seeing a lot of graduation pictures and so forth. Oh, if you're in the Virgin Islands, I want to give a big shout out. I see everybody been talking about what a great job he did. I think he go by Big Man Pash. That's what he called.
Pass, pass, pass.
Pass.
Yeah,
Shout out to
big man
partner, man.
pass.
I saw some of his interviews. They were really compelling. They were really dope. So, on behalf of the country team, shout out to you for doing your thing, man, and pointing out. I'm glad to see the community showing him love and praising him for such a good job. Obviously, I've seen him and doing parade and doing all kind of different things. So, shout out to him. But big shout out to the graduates. You're about to take another step in your life. You're about to go into the big boy world, big woman world. And you're about to see what life really about now, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you had a great high school experience and you never forget them times. But hey, it about to get real now. And not good away. I don't want to make it like a negative light all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like the rest of your life is gonna be very exciting, it's gonna be very trying, but make sure to have fun and highlight all your wins and highlight all your good moments. But Tafari has shared with us that he had a little experience with his little one and their graduation, you know what I'm saying? Tafari, you want to talk, I'm my little partner TJ. Hey, be careful you talking
hey.
this part about TJ too.
My son and Brian was there to also witness it, but
Yeah.
yeah, my son is he's 4, he's in pre-K, so they had a graduation ceremony going off to kindergarten, leaving the school that they at currently, Watch Me Grow Academy, and they've been practicing for this graduation for the longest. I'd say 2-3 months in advance. Teachers always the usually the loudest one, always full of energy, just commanding the stage really. My gosh, this guy, as soon as the door opened, when they was getting ready to walk through the crowd, all the parents and family, friends, whoever that came to support the graduates, he shut down. Like Brian would say, he you could literally see his knees buckle, and
Shake.
and it's one thing to be afraid, one thing to be nervous, one thing to see a crowd and just get terrified, but his teacher trying to egg him on to move forward. Oh no, no! She pick him up. She pick him up to have the other students continue walking. She walking in front with him. He is kicking, screaming, flinging his legs around. He's being extra rude with it. I mean, cool if you bury your head in her chest. You was a little too scared to even walk, and you bury your head in her chest. But no, this man is putting a full on tantrum like you see in those movies for badass kids. Have your boy feeling super embarrassed. I'm the photographer here, so not feeling good about it. And then trying to pull him down to sit down. He's pulling away, ragging away. No, 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 no. Eventually, just let him stand up by a mirror, his head facing the wall. He just refused to move from that position. And yeah, for the rest of the day, the rest of the graduation, yeah, nobody really couldn't tell him much because he would act out each time,
Damn.
and the crazy thing is with his acting out, everybody looking at him, he acting out super loud. It's not like he being subtle or quiet with it,
He making it
making more,
worse.
bringing more attention. He making it worse, and he just being super rude with it. He didn't sing his teachers had to speak everything for him. He didn't sing the graduation song. He covering his ears while all the other students singing, like just doing just stupidness like that. The video playing for all of them, showing them from the beginning since they was like 2 3 years old, 1 year old for some, and just showing
That's
each
dope.
graduate progression. He start jumping up on his mom and like what's that for? You know, and it was really, I was really fuming with how he was acting because again, it is one thing to be nervous, it's one thing to be scared. That's okay. We are human. We experience these emotions. How he chose to I guess channel that energy, it really was unacceptable. It really was mad disrespectful for everyone there. It really was just a horrible way to act, you know. And he did definitely get disciplined after that. More so, long lecture. He had to go apologize to everybody that came to support him. He had to write a letter that we're gonna give on Monday to all his teachers with how he acted in that situation. Um, and yeah, I mean, he really did get the message. I did feel a little bad because when my wife was putting him to take a nap yesterday, he was just telling her that he told her in and I quote, "I'm so disappointed in myself." Which,
Ah,
yeah, man,
Yeah, he had a long
just
sidebar conversation with me
and
today.
explained that yeah, he was just scared, and he didn't, he understands that he didn't act appropriately or nice, but he was just scared, and he when he shuts down like that, I have experienced that before. There's almost nothing you could do. I mean, even beating does not work in those situations when he is on a full
I'm
on
gonna bleep that out. I'm gonna
anxiety
bleep that
attack
out.
type situation. But yeah,
This is
obviously it's
2024, bro.
just
You can't
to
say that.
teach him to channel that.
This is
So
2024. You can't say that, bro.
what?
That bad. What you just? I got. I thought you said beat what? Beat 10. Come on, bro.
My
Come
Due
gosh,
on, bro.
correction.
corporal
But
punishment is still. I don't necessarily use it much, but in certain situations, yes. Um, and yeah, in those situations, he does just blank out. I don't know what goes on in his head, but there's almost nothing that could be done besides try to, I guess, removing him from the situation. Leaving graduation will work, but obviously that's not something he could have done. And shoot, you scared, you still have to get the assignment done that you need to get done.
I want
Just
to
work
commend
through
you for
that
your
fear.
parenting, man. Just the fact that he have an open communication line to be able to come and say, "Hey, I'm disappointed in myself." He didn't blow up. You held him accountable, and you made him accountable to apologize for the disruption. I'm really proud of my son, Tafari, man.
yeah,
I'm proud.
but big shout out to Farah because I was there, and that light skinned fella did turn red, and he kept it together. It was professional because he still had a job to do.
My
He was the
bone.
photographer there as well as a parent of a graduate. Good parenting from both him and Maya because even though he acted out, which was totally wrong, a 4 year old had a lot of accountability because
Facts.
he knew it was wrong. I saw him today, pulled me down to his room, and me, I didn't sugarcoat it. I came, I was like, TJ, why you embarrass me like that? And I'm sorry, what I did was just wrong. I was scared. So he had active communication. He made eye contact because I was like, "You embarrassed me. Why would you do that? You embarrassed your mom and your dad." He was like, "I know. I embarrassed myself." So he immediately took
That's
that
crazy, dog.
accountability as a 4 year old. So that's a reflection of the open communication that his parents, clearly have with him. So big shout out to that, 5 stars. And the man was like, "Sorry, unks. It was embarrassing. I was scared." Because I felt it. I could see the fear in him. But what I do what I did notice is to the end he did become balanced, but he had to keep the act alive because when they were giving out gifts, you should
Yep,
have seen TJ's
completely
hand
switched.
forced to
He
extend.
completely switched, dude. And that even pissed me off more. Because he completely
First
switched.
to
He tried reaching
extend.
out for the bag immediately. He see the bag, he sit up. Jada come closer to him,
Like
he reach out his hand.
gifts.
And then they
So
was like, no, you can't get this bag unless you sing for during the class song. Which when they was time to sing, he didn't want to sing. He started crying. He cover his ears.
he
So he
just
didn't get
doubled
that. He
down
didn't
like
get the bag that day. But yeah, he
anybody else would have. Like I already there in the mud. I got us playing it at this point.
and then the crazy thing is, I guess his nervous energy that he was portraying, my gosh, it started to
Spread. Oh
spread
my
to each
goodness.
and every student except one that stood
Damn.
strong. He stood strong. He was you could see he was scared, soft spoken, head down, a
Yeah.
little nervous, but he made sure he did everything he had to do through the fear, you know. But
He was
everybody
the only
else,
graduate that didn't cry.
yeah, he was the only one
Scream
sitting
or
up
kick.
there at
Yeah.
the graduates that were sitting up there at a certain point in that ceremony because everybody
Big
else
shout
started
out.
crying and running to their parents and stuff like that. But in
Yeah.
normal nervous ways, just crying and laying down and their parents or going to their parents. Not
Growing
punching
pains of
punching people and
parenting.
things like that. So
Growing pains of parenting. Brian,
hey,
come on, come on,
come
come on.
on,
Telling you,
man.
Uncle.
And you know what's
I would love
crazy?
to see the type of parent my boy is.
What's crazy is I realized I was off the porch fast, man, because I like what TJ for. Like my dad to them, but twice TJ is crazy.
That
I went,
is pretty crazy.
yeah, I went out the gate running, son.
Running.
But let me give some gratitude, man. Let's give some gratitude. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like the last two episodes that we didn't give gratitude to the last episode. We slacking, man. We slacking, bro. We
I'll
slacking.
do a better job at holding you accountable.
We slacking. But I will start, man. Give thanks for anybody has ever gave me positive words. So I'm talking about if I talk to you randomly, you reached out to me in my DM, or if I made a post and you reached out or commented on the post, just giving me some words of advice, of words of encouragement. I want to give gratitude and say thank you to all of you guys who is part of the village that helped me be the person I am today, indirectly, directly. Thank you to you all. I really appreciate the support and everything. I really appreciate everything you say. Maybe I may not take your advice sometimes I do, but I appreciate the fact that you took the time out of your day to say something, you know what I'm saying? To comment on it. Some of you guys don't even know me at all on Facebook, but you still shared your opinion on something I have going on. I appreciate you taking the time out to be able to do that for me.
All right. I mean, I guess for me, what I'll give gratitude for today is my father. Um, in our making our rounds, we did link up with my father by agriculture, picking mango, and after he was less heated and less annoyed from the graduation, he did give my son give TJ some good words. I mean, just basically understanding that we are human with those emotions, but we have to be in control of them. And it just kind of reminded me of just a lot of the lessons and phrases and things that he would say throughout my childhood that still resonates with me today. He used to piss me off as a father when I was young, for sure. I used to dislike this man for quite some time in my youth, but yeah, definitely, especially after becoming a father, grew to understand a lot of the things and appreciative for him. So, gratitude for my father.
That's
That's
good.
real,
That's
bro.
good. That's good. That's good. Thanks Web. For shouting me and fire out for being in your circle. I know we'll keep you humble and in check.
You know
So
the
thank
vibes.
you. We appreciate you as well. Big shout out to Positive. That's my guy. Gratitude for me this week. I gonna shout out my sister. You know, this week that's been hectic, horrible, nasty. lack of a better word, sketty. Just she just been keeping it cool and level with me. Like we kick it a lot this week. That's been jokes time, and I really need that. Just to ease out the work day. And she checked me out almost every day this week. So big shout out Eva for holding it down with the jokes. Keeping it cool, calm, and collected for me. Hey,
Bet, 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 bet. If anybody that wants to support us, please, please, please make sure subscribe to the
cash up in the
YouTube.
comments.
What's that?
Nothing.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Come true, TRUE, like we telling the truth. Come true the podcast on our platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Check us out. Drop a comment, drop a like, leave a review. If you don't like us, say, hey, I do not like you guys. I might remove it. I was joking, man.
I gonna like and comment.
But drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share. If you disagree with anything that we send, hey, drop a comment. I will reach out and we could debate it. I get time right now, man. I out of school for a little bit. I get time to debate. So thank you for all our supporters. This was another wonderful episode. Looking forward to our month. This is the first episode of the month. Looking forward
Yeah.
to a fun-filled month. And with that,
It's summertime, baby.
it's
On the
summertime.
top.
We
Peace
out.
over the heart, man.